I have to say this part at the start of the video just to say that it's a baseline. So, my ex is my ex. Clearly, that's the case. And I have never said anything to tarnish her name, to make her look bad. I don't disrespect her, is what I'm trying to say. I don't care. Her life is her life. We were together for years, 6 to 8 years. I don't remember. I feel like it wasn't 8. I feel like it could have been 7. But see, that's the thing. I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. I got along with her family really well. I haven't said anything that would tarnish her last name, which we'll just call Pirelli, and my last name. Unless she's saying shit behind my back, which, by the way, there is no need for that. I do not tarnish your name. You do not need to tarnish my name. And it's been years since the breakup. I've forgiven and forgotten most, like 90% of the things that we or you have done. Most of them. However, if you're still spreading rumors or gossiping me behind my back, why? Just why? That's just a childish, immature, pathetic thing to do. It really is. You're nearly 30, alright? Anyway, so now that's out there. That's what I'm just trying to say, okay? If the family, because the video will prove my point, hates me, why? There's no reason to hate me. No reason. And we broke up on a the way we broke up, you know, I was a little bit sort of a beggar after we broke up, but the way we broke up, their mum and dad, or her mum and dad, shouldn't even give two shits, you know? Anyways, now that's done, let's continue. So the funeral, I went to Greg's funeral service. He was a lovely man, like a pa to me. Wasn't my pa, but like a pa. So after this funeral, which was a lovely service, I approached Judy and I asked, oh, there seems to be some kind of, like a party after. I think it's called a wake, I'm not sure. I said, I'm perfectly mature and fine to go to this, but it's literally me, the one David, versus 60 of Pirellis, as an example. So I'm clearly outnumbered. However, I know that, hell, 95% of the Pirellis seem to like me. Or at least, let's just say 80. So Judy said, no, look, please just come. If you don't feel comfortable, then just go. So I went there, right? And pretty much just rode straight past her family, as in like my ex's family, because they were parked next to me. And I already saw the nasty looks. So I was like, alright. Anyway, just ignored it. Turned the bike off, had a chat to some golfers. Eventually I walked into the building, the golf club where the food was. And I was like, first person I bumped into was someone I did not want to bump into. Because if I said, you know, sorry for your condolences or how are you to anyone, the first person I didn't want to say that to was my ex's real father. Because we never got along, always on opposite sides of the arguments, you know, like black and white or whatever. At one point, me and my ex were always on one side and he wasn't, we never had a good relationship, is what I'm trying to say. But however, I made eye contact with him and I thought, shit, alright. So I put out my hand. I probably said, hey, how are you? But I might have said, sorry for your loss. One or the other, doesn't matter. Either way, it would have been fine and acceptable. He shook my hand, which actually surprised me. And then we just went our separate ways. And I thought, fuck, well, if this has got to be this easy, he was one of my biggest threats. No problem. Easy. Anyway, so I made my way to a couple people I know that are in that family. Said, you know, sorry for your loss, and shook their hands or gave them a hug, depending if they were male or female or whatever. Doesn't matter. gave her my condolences, right? I said, I gave my condolences to this table, this table, to that table, and to that table. The only table I have not spoken to so far is that table. Why? Because all the Pirellis were on that table. All the ones, and what I mean by all the Pirellis, I mean all Pirellis are everywhere, but the main characters. So my ex, her husband, her mum, her stepdad, and one of their sons. I don't know where the others. But anyway, so I thought, fuck. I'll be the man here, right? I'll be the man. I'll go and say hello to him. I'll go and pay my respects, say sorry for your loss, etc., etc. Because they would avoid me for hours. If I was there for 6 hours, they would have avoided me for 6 hours. Don't know why. I mean, I don't know why. It's just immature. I mean, it's a fucking funeral and a wake or whatever. What? You can't say, or you can't accept a good gesture of faith? Fuck off. Anyway, so I approached this table, right? Judy eventually was sitting table to table to table, and Judy got to that table. And I thought, here's a good chance for me to approach this table and say, Judy, I'm heading off. So I did. I approached that table, and I didn't know what to say, because I have a hunch that they're all still nasty people. They really just hate me for no reasons. I don't know if they've just constantly... They should have no reasons to hate my guts. I mean, they shouldn't really have any reasons, especially since I don't say shit about my ex, and nothing negative at all. My R1 friend hardly even knows her name, because I don't even talk about her. And when I do talk about her, I don't know, it's just me saying, it's great that I went out with her because now I know how to ride a motorbike. Small shit like that, it's nice stuff. Anyway, I approached the table and I didn't want to say, hello Bob, hello stepdad, hello mum. I would not even mention his name and then hello ex, I know that's rude, I wouldn't even mention his name, but I don't give a shit about that husband. But see, that's really rude, and that's really cunty, and that's just rude. So, I went up, because it was a table, obviously. I up the young kid's shoulders and said, hey man, how are you? Just nothing crazy. And I could see all the Pirellis on the table, like 4 or 5 of them. So I didn't want to single them out, so I just said, hey Pirellis, how are you? And then I went straight to Judy. I've avoided them, right? I made the first move. I approached the table. I said, hello, how are you? That's it. So already, I'm doing a lot more than they would ever do. You alright? And it's a fucking funeral / wake or whatever. Just man up, suck it up, say hello to people you don't even like, right? It's like a Christmas. Sometimes you hate your aunties and uncles who come over Christmas. Suck it up for one fucking day. Or in this case, suck it up for an hour. Come on. Anyway, Judy was pretty much straight away. She got up from the table and said, oh, I'll come to your table soon. In other words, why you here? Really, is it that bad that I can't be saying hello to an ex and a mother and a stepfather that I went on holidays with, vacations, journeys, museums, I've only visited them probably once throughout my many years that we've been broken up, so I don't really bump into them. Different cities as well. So, that's the point I'm trying to make. They have no reason to hate me, and even if they did, it should be long forgotten. It was years ago. There should be no reason why these people are acting like children. Anyway, I said to Judy, I'm gone. I've said hello and goodbye to most people. I just wanted to say goodbye to you. So, that's really all. Anyway, I said goodbye to a couple more people, and I thought, well, I better go. But before I go, I've got to go and grab something from the pub the bar, sorry, and write my number down and give it to someone because they wanted my number. So I was like, all right. The funny thing was, for the pub, which say that's the TV, there was stepdad here, the young son, which should have no reason to hate me because he was really young. Even when we broke up, he was still probably like 13. And we got along. We played computer games, talked about cars and motorbikes and all kinds of shit. So if anything, he should have been pretty okay with me. But the Pirellis they're all got a pole up their ass, all the Pirellis. Well, not all of them, but this table did anyway. I approached the main man, right? The stepdad, the one that I've done tons of holidays, journeys, vacations, all kinds of shit with. And I sort of had him in a corner because he was waiting in line to get a drink. And I was waiting in line to get a pen and paper, but we'll say a drink in this case. And I said to him, look, mate, sorry for your loss. My deepest condolences or whatever. And I had my hand out, right? And he looked at me, looked at my hand, looked at me. So I knew this was going to happen. So he did that. So I thought, fuck it, I'll keep my hand out for another 3 seconds. And he blew me off. Not a handshake, not even a hello. Nothing. What a childish act. What a baby. He is 50 something years old. He has no reason to hate me. He wasn't my ex-best friend. He was a father. He was a stepfather, but he was a father, really. But he would have no... What a child. Everyone at least said hello, or shook my hand, or gave me a nod. Even my ex's real father, which was a surprise. But this guy, not a single word. And the eye contact he gave me, he was a pretty nasty. For such a nice person that I know that he was, or is, he is, to be honest. He is such a cunt now. He hates my guts. Why? I don't fucking know. But I'm sure they talk behind my back all the time, or some bullshit, or they shell store. I don't know. The point is, I'm not angry at all. I'm just disappointed. What a childish way to act. All I said was, I'm sorry for your loss, deepest condolences, or whatever that is. Nothing. He just gave me the dirtiest look. And my reaction after the sort of, not awkward pause, because I knew it was probably going to happen, and I'm fine with it, but my reaction was that it was sort of spontaneous. I didn't really mean to, but I sort of did that, all right. I sort of said that, like, spot on, like, all right. In other words, all right, fuck you, sort of thing. Like, and then I just cut in front of him. So I cut in front of him, pushed in front of him, got my drink, which was a paper and a pen for this story, but yeah, got my drink, and then gave the drink to the woman, and then returned the drink. I don't know, that part, I'm trying to make it so the story is more anonymous. But anyway, what a loser. What a loser. Here I am, the only David in this area, in this whole room. Yes, am I the odd one out? Sure, I am. I'm the odd one out.